So I'm in the middle of combining two embroidery designs, design number 19 and a monogram. But the thing is I am not going to stitch out part of this. So right now we have 4 colors. It's going to stitch out first all these kind of little bubbly parts inside the flower. Then color 2 is for the center. And then 3 and 4 are the 2 little runs of stitches that go around the outside of it. So what I'm going to planning on doing is I'm using the outside stitches as a border for my monogram that's been centered. So I need to skip over the first 2 colors. So how do we do that? As you go into the design, since those definitely are the first 2 that we need to skip, we need to go right to the color block. As you see here, color 1 is highlighted. And then if I go to 2, that moves my needle to stitch out that center one, and 3. So at any given time, you can jump to the color you want, skipping the ones you don't want to stitch and going right to the one you need to stitch. And it puts you right at the very first stitch of that color. So this is another thing, like if I got started into this S, something went wrong, or I just need to start over again, all I'd have to do is actually, and so here, let's just do it. If we're stitching in, I'll just kind of hold that and I'll start to kind of go a little further. So I'm on stitch 45. Okay, so I'm gosh, I really need to restart that S. All I need to do is touch color block of the one I'm on, and it puts me back to stitch number 1 of that area. Also, too, if I go backwards, then I'm right at the last stitch of the previous color. So if I need to pick up somewhere and restitch something near the end of a color, start at the beginning of the next one and then back into it, and you can really get to where you need to be. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch next. I'm going to do color 3 and then color 4. And then my monogram, which will be the next color here. Isn't that neat? Just by skipping over some colors gives you a totally different design.